name is Hans Tolman, and I want to talk to you about serving as an intern with Children to Love International in Romania. The purpose of this video is to provide information for interns to get and give the most out of their time with CTL. I'm going to talk to you about CTL, the Romanian staff, what is an intern, orphanages at which you will be visiting and serving, a typical day in the life of an intern, learning Romanian, your responsibilities, and some other helpful tips. Before we get started though, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need your CTL internship manual. You'll also need a pen or pencil. You're going to be needing a highlighter. I also recommend having internet access. And finally, you're going to need time for learning, reflection, and research. Go ahead and get those things now.
Hi, my name is David. I was an intern here for 3 months. I've been back and forth for, I don't know, a zillion times. The Ministry of Children to Love International is to work alongside Christian nationals rescuing children from their own cultures. CTL visiting teams and interns provide support, friendship, and in the spirit of Christian brotherhood develop sustainable projects to share with the least of these. Romanian staff members visit orphanages and meet the children's spiritual, social, mental, and physical needs. Interns assist the staff with Bible lessons, games, crafts, events, music, child transportation, projects, and more.
Hello, my name is Bogdan Mehedințu and I'm the director of Fundația Inimi Deschise.
My name is Gianni and I am administrator.
My name is Nelu Stoica, director of development and special projects.
My name is Gabi and I am a social worker.
Mă numesc Mama Maria și lucrez la fundație, gătesc și fac curățenie. Îmi place să fac lucrul ăsta.
Hello, I'm Adi Coman and I work here as a social worker.
Hello, my name is Eliza. I'm a worship leader here in the mornings. I also go with the teams in the centers and I work in marketing.
My name is Denisa and I am a social worker.
My name is Dana Șerban and I'm a psychologist.
My name is Florina Stoica and I'm a social worker.
My name is Anca Vlășceanu and I work at CTL as coordinator of a counseling program.
My name is Madi. I am a social worker.
My name is Inge. I'm a volunteer for CTL working at the rehab center.
Hello, my name is Magdalena. I work with Children to Love. I worked with disabled children at the Center for Rehabilitation. Professionally, I'm a speech therapist.
I'd like to talk to you about what is the goal of a CTL intern. The main place that you're going to find the answer to that is in your manual. So make sure that you read this forwards, backwards, underline stuff, highlight stuff. This is where all of the most valuable information is going to be. But your main goal is to have an opportunity to experience ministry on a short-term context, to expand your worldview, and to just serve the children and the staff here. So I want you to think about, what are your gifts? What are you good at? What have you learned that can enrich the lives of people in this ministry? Whether you're into music, technology, teaching, crafts, sports, making things, dancing, whatever, you can use your gifts to serve children, the staff, the ministry. For example, interns have taught, led worship, held leadership meetings, they've given guitar lessons. We even have interns who have taught children to make and sell purses. So use your imagination, think outside of the box. What can you bring to Children to Love that will enrich the lives of the Romanian people? After you arrive, schedule a meeting with Bogdan and talk about your ideas of how you can use your gifts to serve. And in your manual, right here, CTL internship goals, personal internship goals, this is a great place to write them down. Interacting with Romanian staff and Romanian people is a little different than interacting with American people. One of the first things that you can do is to read the What to Expect section in your manual, and that will explain a little bit of what you can expect from the Romanian interaction. Right away you're going to notice that Romanians speak a different language. It's Romanian.
ce m-a făcut spre el sau ce, că nu înțeleg.
Da, te-ai dat la el. Chiar în spate.
În rest sunteți sănătoși, bine.
Măcar nu l-am depășit, mă l-am...
Ok, nu măcar nu m-am...
Noi poate va făcut râsul dacă...
Are you videotaping?
Auzi, Magda e aici acum.
He's videotaping you.
You will not be able to understand it unless you put in the hard work before, during, and after your trip to learn this Latin-based language. This language barrier will block you from knowing people and being known. It's going to be a hindrance to you in your ministry here. And this will be very frustrating to speak and not be understood and listen to everyone around you speaking Romanian, and you won't understand a thing that they're saying for long periods of time. However, you can take these feelings of frustration and use them to motivate you to learn the language, and we'll talk about that later. As you interact with the staff, keep in mind that their style of communication may be a little louder and more aggressive than what you're used to. But don't worry, they're not mad at you. They're just being Romanians. Have a good sense of humor because they love jokes and they love playing around. However, if you are offended, be open to communicate your feelings with them.
Hi, I'm Christina Harster, and I'm an intern with Children to Love. I have been here 3 times, and this is my 3rd time, and I'll be here for a year. We go to many different orphanages during the week, and I will tell you a little bit about each one. We go to TAY, which is a daycare center, and so the kids come from poor families, and they usually are there all day until late in the evening. We also go to an orphanage called CTL, and it's an all-girls orphanage. So there are kids from the ages of 5 until 16 that we work with. And sometimes there's a group of schoolers that go there after their day of school. We also have kids at Sfântana, which is a boy and girls orphanage, and the kids range from the ages of 8 until 18. And it's a little bit rough there, but they are just waiting for you to love on them. We also work with kids in the social apartments, which means the kids grew up in the orphanage when they were younger and then got placed into social apartments where they live with 7 to 8 different kids, and they have one person watching over them throughout the day. So these kids range from the ages of 8 to 18 as well.
The rehab center is an orphanage for children with disabilities. Most of our children have severe physical or mental disabilities. The center has around 50 children from 2 years. Some of the children, they're actually not children anymore, they are over 20. But since the state doesn't have anywhere to put them, they're still in this orphanage. Most of the children have some level of autism. And if you are an intern and you come to work for CTL at the rehab center, there are certain things that you should keep in mind. Children at rehab can be very demanding. It's important that you know your own limits, when to say stop. The needs are many at rehab center, and you can't fill all these needs. So it's important that you listen to your heart for what the Lord has spoken to you. God has also sent you to rehab center for a particular reason. Don't be afraid of using your gifts.
7 a.m. Wake up. Get ready with comfortable walking shoes. You will walk more during your time here than your whole life combined, because the average Romanian walks 6 miles a day. If you have to travel to the ministry center, you'll have to get up even earlier. 7:30. Eat breakfast from food that you have bought. 8 o'clock. You have a staff meeting, you have 2 songs and a lesson, and then you have the day's schedule. 8:30. You pack up and your team is out. You start by traveling. You're going to be walking, taking the subway, the bus, tram, or car. You'll arrive at the orphanage and you will learn all the kids' names. This is very important. You will then help staff with games, lessons, crafts, and activities, so you must be flexible because plans can change. Don't be passive, but engage. Initiate and jump in wherever you can. Say goodbye to the kids by using their names. That means a lot to them. You will then travel to lunch and go to your next orphanage. Take that time to get to know the staff and learn more about their families. You then head back to the ministry center or wherever you will be going for that afternoon. You will eat dinner and then hang out. Use this time to explore the city and get to know your surroundings. Make sure you get rest because you'll need it for the next day.